About 6 months ago, I started on a journey to write a book. I want to talk a little bit about the book, and then I'm going to try to read you a story from it based on this beautiful image from Swan Falls. This book is a little bit memoir. It's a little bit travelogue. It's a lot fiction. The Mark Twain once said, "Don't let the truth get in the way of a good story." It's kind of based on true life. It's called Just Around the Bend because when I go out with my buddies, in fact, I think I'm going to get to go out tomorrow and maybe find some wild horses. When I go out with my buddies, we do not have a destination. Sometimes we don't even know what town we're going to. We've often ended up in different states. That's kind of how loose this is. My friend Robert, you know what, let's get rid of this one too. My friend Robert is one, he loves left turns. I do not know why, but if we come to a T or an intersection, it seems that the good stuff is on the left turns. I almost called it take the left turn. So I have about 30 stories. I need to cut it back to 25. I started writing another one today. They keep coming to me in bits and pieces. I went months without any. And this is just a book where I'm going to combine my photographs, like this one from Swan Falls, with stories that relate to it. So without further ado, and the other thing is I plan this to be a real live, chunky photo coffee table book. I've wanted to do one my whole life. I don't know if I'll be able to sell enough to even break even. I've got quite a bit of money into it, but I'm sure going to give it a go. And here we go. Let's see how this is going to work. Oh, all right. My face is on there. I don't like that necessarily. All right. So this is a story from Swan Falls, and I call it Fishy. Emma was named after her great-grandmother, and she lives with her mom, Lucille, who was also named after her great-grandmother, and her dad, Paul, who was named after a pop star. Emma and Paul were fishing the banks of the Snake River below Swan Falls. Although only 6, Emma baits her own hooks and works the river like a pro. She coos softly at the water, "Here, fishy." Paul works for the Idaho Power Hydro Dam. The family lives along the dam's backwaters in a small settlement of company homes. They include a beautiful classic white schoolhouse like you would see on Little House of the Prairie that tells the story of the dam and its workers. The dam was built with hundreds of men and 30-horse teams that hauled materials like wood and concrete from the nearby rail line in Kuna, 20 miles away. They had to take these materials down the cliffside from the ridge to the Snake River. These men constructed a small 900-watt power plant for the trade dollar gold mine in Silver City. Swan Falls Dam soon was lighting the rural towns like Murphy and Dewey, in addition to the streets, mines, and homes of Silver City. Emma's big smile shined as she struggled to haul the fish almost as big as her out of the Snake River. Paul rushed back from his spot downriver to give her a hand. The fish wiggled and almost dumped her. The fish wiggled and almost dumped her and the fish into the river. She hung on, and Dad pulled out the hook. "Good job, little one. That's a beaut. Are we keeping him?" "No, Pop. He's the lucky one today. Mom just got back from town, and the freezer is full. Besides, I like his smut style. He almost got away." Emma turned her back to the river, gently gave the trout a swish to get its gills going, and sent him on his way. Maybe next time, fishy. Not bad. That is a story from Just Around the Bend. Again, thank you all so much for your help and support. I appreciate you all. This is David Arday. We call these Heard Over Coffee.